Hello and welcome everyone to the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Pinarski here with the top 8 stories of the day. We made it to the end of another week, which is already reason enough to celebrate, but we also have a pretty fun show planned for everyone today. Let's get right into things with a pretty huge discovery coming out of the Upper Peninsula. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources has verified that cougar cubs have been found living in the state for the first time in more than 100 years. Biologists confirmed their existence earlier this week on private property up there in the UP. They are believed to be about 7 to 9 weeks old, according to those photos. The photos were actually shared to the agency back on March 6th. This is the first time that they've been spotted in the state since the animal was essentially hunted out of existence in the early 20th century. Cougars are considered endangered animals here in the state of Michigan, meaning that they cannot be hunted or harassed. These cubs were spotted without an adult cougar present. Members of the DNR called the discovery pretty exciting for the future. And we move on now to the east side of the state, where the push to revive the state's lone WNBA team is getting a pretty big backer. The Detroit Shock were part of the league from 1998 to 2009 before moving to Oklahoma and eventually becoming the Dallas Wings today. The Shock had won WNBA titles in 2003, 2006, and 2008. Now Eminem has joined the efforts to bring the team back. Given the recent rise in the league's popularity, the Detroit rapper has joined an investment group along with other Detroit sports stars to have a WNBA team back in Michigan. The WNBA is already expanding this season with the Golden State Valkyries and the Toronto Temp and Portland Fire, who will be joining in 2026. Reports say that the WNBA might add multiple teams during its 2028 season. And we may still be months away from the 2025 Michigan Irish Music Festival, but the time to start making plans begins now, not just for visitors, but for the organizers as well. The festival just announced the headliners set to perform, including Scary Vor, Socks in the Frying Pan, and Old Blind Dogs. Seamus Kennedy will also be back for another year. The festival is designed to celebrate Irish music and culture. This is the 26th year the festival has taken place, and it returns to Muskegon once again. And you can actually get tickets at a discounted rate this Monday for St. Patrick's Day. We have links for you to check out inside our story over on woodtv.com. And we will also be talking to organizers later today at 1 p.m. right here on the live desk. Also, something to keep an eye out for in the future is the opening of the Acrisure Amphitheater in downtown Grand Rapids. Construction is still underway, but officials are hoping that it will open sometime next year, maybe even during Memorial Day weekend. News 8's Byron Tollefson actually spoke to members of the ownership group to learn a little bit more about the project's plan and also who might be performing at the amphitheater, especially when they first get started out. They've already actually begun discussing conversations, trying to set up acts for the show and for that 12,000 seat outdoor venue. While they didn't reveal any specific names, they did say that Grand Rapids is currently outperforming other medium-sized markets for talent, so be prepared to see some pretty familiar faces taking the stage there. And that's for the future, but for now, let's see what you can actually check out this weekend with the help of our weekend planner. Of course, it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, like we said, so you will have Irish Off Ionia coming back for another year. This time it's held at Calder Plaza, but we'll still have all the same fun that you've grown accustomed to. The Grand Rapids St. Patrick's Day Parade is also happening on Saturday morning, and this year you can actually check out a kids party happening at Monument Park at the conclusion of the parade, and Concerts Under the Stars returns to the Grand Rapids Public Museum. You can enjoy some live music while staring up at the stars. It is a perfect way to end the weekend. All of those events and more can be found over on our website, woodtv.com, inside our weekend planner. And while it's important to have fun this weekend, it's also important to remember to be safe. That's why AAA is offering free rides home over the next few days, as many will be partaking in events with alcohol. The National Highway Traffic Safety Association reports that from 2018 to 2022, nearly 300 people were killed in drunk driving crashes during the St. Patrick's Day weekend. In an effort to prevent these things from happening, AAA will come and pick you up with its Tow to Go program. The service is free to everyone, even if you are not a AAA member. All you have to do is dial 855-286-9246, and the service will run from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Now for a look at the weather for this weekend, here is Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood.
A lot of weather heading our way over the course of the next several days, and it's going to begin with our first 70-degree temperatures of the year, and that's going to be accompanied with some high-level clouds and lots of sunshine today. The wind will be breezy out of the south-southeast, and it's going to be downright windy tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised to see some wind advisory, even a high wind warning for Saturday. Strong storms, though, tonight after the evening hours, so good timing in terms of that. Sometime after midnight, we'll see a line of hopefully some dying thunderstorms moving into West Michigan. Just a marginal risk area over our area, but the threat of severe weather really amplifies as you get further southwest of Grand Rapids, especially around the Mississippi River. Here's that 8-day forecast for you, and another 70-degree day it looks like on Saturday, but again, quite windy out there. Looks like on Sunday, falling temperatures. We'll start out with morning temperatures early morning, right around 40 degrees. That'll fall into the 30s, and right now St. Patrick's Day looks dry with a high in the lower 50s.
Thanks, Matt. And I said we had a great show today because we're ending the fun with a penguin over at John Ball Zoo. This is Filbert, or Phil for short, which, by the way, is a great name, I might add. He was chosen to represent the zoo in the 2025 March of the Penguins Madness tournament. This is the second year in a row that the zoo has a penguin in the competition. Chester had a big run last year, if you remember. The tournament is designed to raise awareness not only for the penguins at these zoos, but the conservation efforts being done to keep these birds alive and thriving. Phil will take on Goodyear from the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens, and you can actually start voting for him to make sure that he makes it to the next round. We've got all of that information for you right now inside our story on woodtv.com. And we do have something else pretty fun, a little bit of an extra story for you all today. Our very own Brittany Flowers has been training for the upcoming Amway Riverbank Run, and each week she is going to be sharing her training tips, how she's doing in preparation for that big race, and the first installment is here for us right now.
Hi everyone, hope you are having a great week. Happy Friday. I'm coming to you post-run because in 8 weeks we are welcoming the Amway Riverbank Run back into Grand Rapids, the 48th race. Largest 25K road race in the country. More than 12,000 people are expected to take part. I'm training for it myself, so we thought it would be cool to go week by week and go through the training guide and how you should be preparing. I am not an expert runner. I ran my first half marathon in February, so I just thought it would be cool to challenge myself and try to do a 25K. So I follow the Run with Hal training app. I have a personalized plan. So this week it had me running 3, 3, 4, and 8 miles. 8 miles for my long run on the weekend. Next week it will have me run 3, 4, and 5.1. But I do want to pull up the Amway Riverbank Run training guide for you all. So 8 weeks to go. If you are training for the 5K, looking ahead to this weekend, you have a 6-mile run, 3 miles easy, 3 miles hard, followed by a cross training or rest day. And then looking into next week, you have a variety of different pace runs, different distances, and a little bit of speed work. Now, if you're training for the 10K, you have a 5-mile easy run on Saturday, followed by a cross training, again, rest day. That can be biking, running, walking, yoga, or you can just take the day off. You worked hard, you earned it. Looking into next week again for the 10K, you have a variety of different distances and some cross training days mixed in. The 25K plan, if you're following that, you have a 12-mile easy run this weekend. That is your long run for the week. And then you are following that up again with a cross training day. If I ran 12 miles, I would probably take a day to rest to prepare myself for the next week. And again, variety of different distances, speeds. Now you can find all of these guides on AmwayRiverbankRun.com, and you can look for this video every Friday, and we'll be going over the training plans, and I wish you the best of luck. 8 weeks to go. Happy training.
Great stuff there from Brittany, and as a reminder to everybody, we are kicking off Wood TV Plus next week. That is where you can find all of the latest installments in this series with Brittany. They are going to be airing every single Friday, so be sure to tune in for that during our extended daily ad on Wood TV Plus every weekday from 2 to 3 p.m. Hopefully everybody tunes in for that. And if you're actually curious on how to download Wood TV Plus onto your TV right now, again, it is available to Fire TVs, Roku's, and Apple TVs. Well, let's just check in with our very own Blake Harms on how to do just that.
Hey, I'm meteorologist Blake Harms. Exciting news. Recently, we just launched the Wood TV Plus streaming app, and I'm here to show you how to get it onto your Roku TV. Thankfully, it's pretty straightforward. Even I can figure it out. So we're looking at the home screen right now. We're going to want to add it as an app. So you'll actually go down to the streaming store and launch that. You'll have to scroll down a little bit to get to the search function, but once you do, click on it. And from there, we're just going to type in Wood. That should pop it up. So we'll type in WOOD. And you'll notice it doesn't show up right at first. That's because it's just showing the TVs and movies. So you'll want to scroll down to where you get to apps. And there it is, Wood TV Plus. You'll click that. And it's as simple as clicking Add App. It will automatically start the download. And it shouldn't take too long. There it goes. It says Wood TV Plus has been added to home. So we're going to click the home button on our remote. Get back to the apps, and right here you can already see it's been added. We'll click that, launch it. When there are newscasts that are on live, it will stream those newscasts live. When there's nothing actually on the air live on our end, it will replay newscasts. You'll click accept the terms of use, and just like that, it opens up. So we have the live stream that's going on the top. There are also videos on demand, the latest local news. We have weathercasts. You can see Matt and Ellen's most recent weathercast there. Target 8 investigation pieces, 8 West shows. It's got it all. The most useful feature, I think, for most cord cutters will be the fact that you can watch the newscast live. It's as simple as clicking full screen, and it will go to a replay of our daybreak show. And again, when the newscasts are live, it will play it there. That's it. That's all there is to it. That is how you add Wood TV to your Roku app.
All right, great stuff from Blake. See, it really is that easy, everyone. And as a reminder, one last time, you are going to get an extended Daily 8 starting on Monday from 2 to 3 p.m. You're going to be getting an additional few stories from the Daily 8, staying up to date on everything happening each day of the week, as well as some exclusive interviews regarding events happening around West Michigan, important topics, big news stories of the day, and then you are also going to get some exclusive weather content from Storm Team 8, like Blake, like Sarah, Flynn, Ellen Baca, Matt Kirkwood, Scott Larson. They're all going to be joining me throughout the week, and we're just going to be bringing you a ton of content that can only be found on Wood TV Plus. And if you download that app right now, you can actually start watching all of our newscasts as well, and also check out some other exclusive clips only on Wood TV Plus. That is going to do it for us today here on the Daily 8. I do want to remind everybody that we will be back again normal time at noon, but then also that extended version at 2 p.m. only on Wood TV Plus. We hopefully will see you all then. I do want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.